So that's going to be huge this weekend. I will not be reviewing it. I'm sorry, I draw the line somewhere.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It is that time on a Thursday. Collie, what is the crack, sir? Good to see you.
Good to see you, Paddy, as always. And I suppose when I start, we were talking about you last week.
Oh,
We were
God.
talking about you last week on air. I'm sure you knew that because I'm sure you never miss a show.
I have a little alert anytime anywhere my name is said. It tells
Yeah,
me.
yeah, that's it. And what I said was every time I mentioned The Conjuring, I used to tease you for saying, "Is some of it real?" And I realized that I'd said it about 8 times on the radio because that movie was a huge hit and kept on being mentioned again. And I
Yeah, yeah.
say I've said it now too many times. I'll have to apologize to Paddy on air for making the joke every time. So I officially apologize for teasing you. Now, let's see where we go this week. I have a
The
feeling it
con-
might be Paw Patrol,
uh,
but
I was in America there, and they were still showing Conjuring Last Rites. I still haven't seen it, so I
yes.
haven't yet. And I was so tempted to go and see it when I was there, but so I'm still holding myself to get to see it. But it is, I'm glad that I'm starting to convert you a bit.
Yeah, no, I think you may be misunderstanding that apology. However, I feel that we're going to be more talking about something you haven't seen this week, and not just the new stuff, but I have a feeling you haven't seen what I think is the joint best movie of the year so far. But
So
we get
yeah,
there.
I haven't seen any of these.
Okay. Well, that
Yeah,
maybe the original. Will we start with the sort of reboot,
yeah,
which is Predator, right?
cool.
So, I'm a very much a child of videos in the 80s, right?
Yeah,
And so Predator, Arnie was one of my big movie heroes, right? And particularly Arnie at the time, people forget. Certainly with Terminator, Arnie wasn't a big star. It was a B movie Friday night video store.
yeah.
That's where he made his big name. This is before Terminator 2 and True Lies and all that. Things like Commando, uh, Predator. And I used to there was an Extra Vision magazine. I cut out all the pictures and I pictures Arnie everywhere. I thought this was brilliant. I was about 3 years too young to watch it. Loved Predator.
Yeah.
Then the rest of them were a bit rubbish. And then they the crossover with Aliens and it wasn't really good. And I thought, oh, it's another series of movies. It's gone. Maybe it's just that I'm not 14 anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe they're rubbish. Probably a bit of both. And then during lockdown, they made a movie called Prey. Predator was so tarnished, they didn't even call it Predator.
Yeah.
But it was a Predator movie where he's hunting a Native American girl in the 1700s. And suddenly people went, oh, I forgot this could be fun, especially if they don't overcomplicate the story. It was just, Predator against this young girl. And it was great crack, but it was on Disney Plus. But it obviously went so.
That sounds a bit like Pocahontas gone wrong.
Yeah, well,
So it
or,
does.
or probably closer to what Pocahontas was like.
Yeah.
John Smith was what in his 30s. She was only 12. But let's really move on from that.
Yeah.
But it was really good fun, and they went back to so the same director is now made a big screen Predator movie, and in this one we kind of see it from the point of view of the Predator. And I have to say, Paddy, I watched this yesterday. The first couple of minutes, I was kind of going, it's
Yeah.
ooga booga. Here's the honor of stuff, and then the young Predator who hasn't got his stripes yet and is sent off to this planet to hunt the biggest gribbly monster of all. And then all of a sudden, it just started to be really good fun. And in a slightly cheesy 1980s way that I was going, is this just me? Or is there like loads of those direct-to-video references in it? And more, I've thought about it for a day. I think they're doing it on purpose.
Okay.
They're doing it for both people like me, old farts who remember this stuff, and also people who are 12 and 13 and 14 now.
I thought you were going to say young people like you, Paddy. But
Well,
that didn't-
yeah.
No, it's fine.
You know
No, it's
what?
fine.
You haven't seen any of these movies. I don't think you're not allowed yet. See them.
But
So I assume you're underage. But
I'm
people-
wondering, is it the vibe of like that kind of dark scene where there's a lot of bass and you kind of feel the vibration throughout the film type thing, like in terms of the vibe of it?
yeah, vibe, but the vibe is much lighter in the dialogue. It's
Okay.
kind of wisecracking, and
Yeah.
the Predator is the straight guy, but they've Elle Fanning playing this android who's only got her top half because she's been ripped in half, who's making jokes all the way through, very much like those sort of buddy cops, Lethal Weapon sort of stuff from the 80s. All through it, I'm going, is it just me, or is this the right side of cheesy? It is exactly what I would have rented from Extra Vision in Dublin in 1985, looking at the lady and going, of course I'm 16.
Yeah.
As I tried to stand on my tippy toes. It's really good crack. It's really good fun. It ain't going to change the world. And if you're looking for a serious drama, we're going to get to one. this ain't it. But if you're looking for Friday night fun, oh, big improvement. Big improvement. I don't think anybody really wants the dark side of Predator or Alien. They want, oh look, the Gribbly's going to get me. No, it's not. That's all.
Yeah.
Really good fun. Yeah.
Is the big serious drama Paw Patrol?
Yeah. I have a theory on Paw Patrol that I'll get to. So my theory is, I think we said this last time around, when the world's pretty rough at the moment, and people don't want anything too serious. Along the same lines, I'm pretty sure most of the characters in Paw Patrol would have voted for Donald Trump. I have they are libertarians. Now, as you might be saying, Collie, it's for 6-year-olds.
Yeah.
And let it go. Oh, they just annoy me. But it doesn't matter that they annoy me because kids love Paw Patrol. Like, it is just so popular. And this is the Paw Patrol Christmas. Two things I'm not particularly fond of.
Yeah, it's funny though you were saying though there like about how cinema almost kind of can mimic some of the things that's going on in the world, or maybe some of the vibes of bits. Because I was listening to an interview recently from somebody that was a specialist in like Halloween stuff and like horror and stuff, and they were talking all about how horror from like, I don't know, was it like maybe the 60s or 70s or something like that the horror movies really started to reflect some of the undertones of what was happening in the world at the time, and that's why it became so scary for people, because there was almost this kind of correlation between bits that's happening in real life kind of almost being like, okay, now I'm not saying look there's going to be cartoon dogs running around Sligo or Bundoran, but like, you know,
but there's quite a lot of the services aren't serving us, so we'll do it ourselves, which is it's a deeper take on Paw Patrol than I think but I do think it does reflect things, and things are made, it's like sci-fi. People think it's about the future, but it's actually made for these times. It's to reflect what we're afraid of or what we're happy of or what we think brings comfort, right? And there's no small children might like one thing or another, but all of them love puppies, and all of them love the thing of when the kids are in charge rather than the adults, which is basically what Paw Patrol is. So it's a lovely little thing, and it's only about an hour long. It's only about $6.50 per ticket, because it's that kind of first, maybe second time to the cinema, that sort of age. So that's going to be huge this weekend. I will not be reviewing it. I'm sorry, I draw the line somewhere. Now, what I will be reviewing is the Choral with Big Finds. This is maybe more my scene than Paw Patrol. I think you might have a clip, do you?
I do, yeah. I've roll it there, Roisin.
England, we're fodder for the mill, and we'll be fodder for the front.
Right, boys, ready? Joining up?
I feel it's my patriotic duty.
We'll need a new chorus master. I hope he puts the wind up the Germans more than he ever did the Sopranos.
Dr. Guthrie.
Oh, what? He's been working in Germany. Treachery.
He's an atheist.
There are atheists now. There's one in Bradford.
That's a good line, isn't it? So this is from Alan Bennett, who people know for a lot of his TV stuff, but also things like The History Boys, The Lady in the Van, which was very good. And it's all that kind of dry, very English humour. And what it's about is, it's 1916, all the men have gone off to war, so the choir is not there anymore, and they're trying to say, look, we need some spirit in the local community, so get the choir going together. The only people available are the very young men who aren't quite ready to be taken off to the war. And of course, the serious side of this as well is, particularly the First World War, like all wars are horrible, and the World Wars particularly, but the First World War, they thought it was a great idea to do these friends battalions. So everyone from the same village was put in the same battalion. So when there was when they went over the top and they were slaughtered, everyone from that village was killed. So really it left big gaping wounds in society. And this is kind of about how the power of community and music in particular, something both of us would definitely agree with, the radio station agree with, how it can, bring together society. And Ray Fiennes plays this guy who used to study in, he worked in Germany before the war, so everyone's suspicious of him, and he's going to get the community together. I haven't seen this. I've just seen the trailer like you. I know I'm going to like this, and I know lots of people are going to like it, because again, it's about when the outside world is pretty tough. If we stick together, we can get through it. And let's face it, it's not a bad message at the moment, is it?
Yeah, no, absolutely, because similar, I didn't know a huge amount about this, so I started looking at the trailer and I was like, oh, actually, this does look like something I'd watch. And almost like, I was getting those almost kind of feel-good vibes from the trailer,
absolutely.
Which is lovely. Bring It Back Monday, what have we got there?
Mr. Monday.
Mr. Monday, sorry. I'm giving you a whole new name for something else.
That's we like a bit of alliteration. this is one of them. Like, people go, he always says everything is great, with the exception of Bob Troll, obviously. But this one, really, there's 2 movies I saw this year. One is Sinners, the other one is One Battle After Another. I'm still thinking of them months afterwards. I think it's one of the best movies I've seen in ages. Leonardo DiCaprio, the best he's been in ages, and it's not like he's bad in many things. It's by Paul Thomas Anderson, who did things like Boogie Nights and There Will Be Blood. And it's such an epic movie about this guy who was a revolutionary, gives it up, goes into witness protection, and he's in hiding, and his daughter is kidnapped, and he has to get back involved. But he's done so many years drinking and smoking, he's forgotten all the rules, he's forgotten the passwords. So it's really funny, really dark. Sean Penn is also going to win the Oscar, I think, for Best Supporting Actor. He is brilliant in it. But there's a scene at the end, and of course, I worked in cinema, I would say this, that has to be seen on the big screen, where they're going over these hills, and I didn't think you could do an exciting car chase anymore. We've seen it all. I am glued to it. I almost felt ill, and I mean this in a good way, because it was like being stuck on a boat going over crashing breakers. Everyone who comes out has talked about it. It's nearly 3 hours long. Not one person has come out of it and complained about the time. Not one person. And there's loads of people who come, an hour 20 minutes and go, "Jeez, that was dragging, wasn't it?"
Yeah.
I think it's brilliant. And all of you who haven't seen it, eventually when it wins one of the Oscars next year, or several of the Oscars next year, and you're finally watching the telly, you go, "Oh man, I wish I got to see that in the cinema." This is your choice, Monday. Paddy, come on!
I know. Collie.
It's only $5.50, and I'd buy you a ticket anyway.
You're so kind. Collie, as always, thank you so much, sir. You'll be back next Thursday with Seamie, all going to plan. And thanks a million.
Great. And we just want to give her a shout out for Seamie as well.
Yes,
all
indeed.
The best.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye.